All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a very special Tuesday night edition of Suds News. I am Vinnie, along with Angela. We are here to talk all about what a fantastic week of General Hospital has been. And you know
You got it, baby.
I'm kind of happy we waited.
I know. Today was like a Friday.
It really was.
That ending. But let's be honest. I think more often than not, GH's endings are like a Friday. So
agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely agreed. So I hope everybody is doing well tonight. Unfortunately, we did have internet issues last night, so we couldn't do that.
My fault.
I'm just trying to set something up here.
Yeah, and I'm sending it to the chat so that everybody knows that it is time for the podcast.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. So, hi, Susan. Hi, Quiet Star. Hi, Steve. I apologize for the very last minute change last night. It literally was like 10 minutes before the show.
100% my fault. My internet's fault. It wasn't my fault. I don't generate the internet, but yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Quiet Star. We got a blessing in disguise. But amazingly, that's how it works out. But anyways, we're going to have some fun tonight because we're going to talk all about how the WSB just legally kidnapped Jason. Although, it's like we know the truth. We know it's because of Steve Burton is leaving. But you know what? I like how they wrote it this time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I just want to say, I knew all those Jack Lee fans who were convinced that Jack was going to be hiding Jason at a safe house.
Yeah, I actually thought that too, but
I didn't, because then I think that it's going to be Val and Carly helping him escape.
Of course. Yeah, so. No, that makes total sense. I honestly thought that it was putting him in some type of witness protection or to keep him safe because he knows they call him as dirty, but apparently
WSB comes first for Jack. And that's fine. It is what it is, but yeah, WSB comes first.
Yeah, no, it makes total sense. And it's true. Welcome again to the 19 people currently watching live. Thank you so much for tuning in. And go ahead and help support the network. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're not watching on YouTube, first of all, go over to YouTube. But if you are watching on YouTube, go ahead and send us a super chat, a super thanks, or a super sticker. Today's the 31st, so any supers that get sent tonight are in the running for the March t-shirt giveaway. So all you have to do to enter is send a super, no matter how much it is. It all goes to support the network. It's the little box on the bottom of the screen with the $sign. If you're watching on YouTube, you just click it and put in your denomination. All the money goes to help recoup the merchandise that we're donating to the silent auction at Samantha's Friends event this coming May 1st in Florida, which I will be at. White Star says, I thought Cullum had Jason arrested. He put out the warrant.
Yeah, he had put out the original warrant to have Jason arrested because he was, because the Cyrus, right? They were Cyrus. And then when he got shot, Jason was accused of shooting him to, avoid his warrant because he had, headbutted Dante.
Of course, yeah.
Can we take a moment and just really throw our heads back and laugh at that ridiculous run Burton did away from Dante?
It was just absolutely ridiculous.
He addressed it on the podcast and said he really didn't give the run his all. So he acknowledged that it looked terrible, but they weren't going to give him another take. So
yeah,
it was bad.
It would have been better had had Dante gotten, one handcuff on, and then he spun around and whatever.
Well, it wasn't so much the headbutt; it was how Burton ran. At the same time, they have to remember this man is in his mid-50s now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's
just not gonna look as cool headbutting someone and running away.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing that people are complaining about is, Jason being saved by Rocco with shooting Cullum in the back.
Yeah,
and it's like, come on. First of all, Jason's in his 50s. Second of all, it's like it was an opportunity that Rocco took, and you know what?
Right.
The grandson of Luke Spencer and Sonny Corinthos, being comfortable with a gun is kind of in his genes.
Well, I mean, my thing about it too is that, like, because I heard a lot of people complaining about Cullum is a trained WSB agent.
Correct.
He should be able to hold his own in a fight.
Yes.
With anybody, and like not boxing, like a real fight. They're combat trained. So it was completely that didn't seem weird to me, but
yeah, it was, and it's like I love just how overprotective that Lulu and Dante are over Rocco. He can't do anything with Britt. I mean, hell, who knows? Maybe Dante will blame the shooting on Gio too. But
heard other people say that. No, I don't think so. I think Dante will have plenty to blame with Jason and Britt and yada yada, and maybe even Sonny. Now, not Sonny. He doesn't blame Sonny for anything. I think it's a little bit of fun karma, though.
Agreed.
Because Dante doesn't know yet, but I have no doubt that if Dante did know, he'd be all like, you know what I mean? He'd be, protecting him, and he'd be fine with Jason taking the fall for his son.
Yes.
Although he was not fine for Sonny taking the fall for Michael, even though Sonny really should have taken the fall for Michael because the whole Claudia thing was his damn fault. But whatever.
Right.
But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Agreed.
Because it's very, very karmic. And right now, Lulu knows. And Lulu was on the whole, Michael has to tell the truth train too. And I really hope that Carly at least gets to side-eye her. I'm not sure she will, but...
Yeah.
She should be able to. Did you watch the promo yesterday?
I did.
Okay, good.
Yes, I did.
Oh, honey, quiet start. Dante annoys the hell out of everybody. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes. Dante annoys the hell out of me at this point as well. I'm usually forgiving on some stuff, but not at this point. Like, Dante's had it. They're shaping his character to be very, very similar to his father. And no matter how much he doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah, he's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
He's an absolute hypocrite. And his whole, the whole thing with, he's so eager to throw Michael under the bus.
Yes, he is.
For Willow's thing.
Yep.
And I wanted to address something with the Willow thing. I know that's not what we're talking about tonight, but I've heard a lot of people say that Chase isn't wrong about Michael framing Willow because he put that gun at Liz's house. But people are forgetting Willow planted it back at the Quartermains first.
Yeah.
Because that is the gun that was used to shoot Drew.
It was. Yes.
So all Michael did was return it to the rightful shooter.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what it was. It was a red herring for us as an audience, but I honestly thought that it was going to be that Michael had seen her shoot Drew. Right. So when he saw the gun back there, he knew she had planted it. So he was, that she was trying to frame him. And it's not framing someone if they did it. Exactly, if they did it, yeah.
If framing is when there's fake evidence, like the key they put on Michael's keychain, is framing, or Willow put on, but to tell, for real evidence to show up is not framing. And Willow did it, and we know that. So I do not understand why people are still trying to say Michael framed Willow.
Yeah, which is bullshit because he didn't frame her at all.
He didn't frame her.
You know, and Quiet Star is asking, Quiet Star is asking, so do people care Willow confessed to shooting Drew?
Oh, honey, my sweet summer child.
Bad guy here.
Because he came out of Carly's vagina, as a little kid will say.
Well, on that happy note, before we get into more General Hospital news and notes, I do want to go ahead and let you all know that we are at the Final Four of the 2026 Soap Stars March Madness tournament. Speaking
of Carly's vagina, that was such a great segue.
Yes, exactly. She may have the devil come at her this time, but in the Final Four, we have two great matchups in the General Hospital Days of Our Lives bracket. It's probably the highlight right now. Carly Spencer against Marlena Black from, obviously GHN Days. That's going on. And then from the Y&R B&B bracket, we have Nick Newman, who came out of the Y&R bracket, and against Anita Dupree, who came out of the Beyond the Gates bracket. So those matches are up. The polls are up. They're 7-day polls, so you have the whole week to vote. And then the championship game starts next Tuesday, and we'll be able to fill you all in. So check it out and go vote, share alike. Again,
Carly. I mean, I love Marlena, but Carly.
Carly Spencer against Marlena Black, and Nick Newman against Anita Dupree. Check them out on our Twitter page at Suds Media. Check it out. I also do have to apologize for a quick programming note. Sunday night, I fluffed up and I totally forgot to post and set up the viewing of Booked Beyond Reality, the fantasy wrestling show that I do. So that'll air this coming Sunday. It was completely on me. I just lost track of time, didn't get a chance to put it up. And while I was closing Sunday night at work, I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to set this up and it was too late. So it got away, time got away from me. So it happens.
It happens.
So Aisha says, I don't think Rocco will be able to sit on the secret. He has no poker face.
He is barely sitting on it now. And it's been like, 72 hours? My God. Yeah. Although I gotta say, that Finn Carr is a good little actor. He really is. The scene where Charlotte was talking about Danny saying goodbye to Jason, Rocco was doing so much with his face. He was so expressive. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. Connor will get there, and you could not possibly be more right.
Yeah, you're exactly.
We'll get there though, baby. He's so good.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. He really is. And
he's gonna fold like a lawn chair.
He is. You're right. Yeah. Because I would give more weight to it if it had been Danny, but not Rocco. If it was Danny, I could see Danny sitting on a secret, but not Rocco.
Yeah, well, Danny's a little criminal like his parents. He's much more comfortable with lying.
Yes, he is.
I like that in a soap opera character. And I like Asher. He's a cute kid.
Yeah.
But it's just the comparisons are stark when he's next to Finn and Bluesy.
Yeah.
They just are. I wish he was a little bit stronger. But I'm not going to bash a kid is the thing. Right. I'm not going to bash a kid.
No, they're all doing great.
And he's not backing down from any of it, which I love. So, and he's much better than when he first started.
Oh, he absolutely is. That whole age group has really grown up and really matured on TV.
Yeah.
In their roles. And I'm, the way that, and Donna brings it up, the way that Danny was looking at Jason in the van, and
Yeah.
you know, it broke my heart, man. It just,
Yeah.
as a father myself, and to witness that kind of, you know, anguish of, you know, seeing your dad taken away, you know, just insanity, and just, it was a tearjerker.
It really was. And Steve gave Asher much more than he gave Kelly.
Oh, he did. Absolutely.
I mean, that was, I've seen Jason say I love you to many women.
Yeah.
Not many, but, you know, a handful. That was the worst one he's ever done.
It was.
And I mean, Steve sold it when Jason told Robin he loved her. Steve sold it when he told Courtney, when he told Sam, when he told Liz. I hated all of those couples with a passion. I didn't care about Jason and Courtney, but I mean, I hated Jason and Robin with the passion to fuel a supernova. And I'm telling you, Steve sold the love that Jason had for Robin. Same with Liz, same with Sam. Not as, I don't think he went as hard into it with Liz. I think he burtoned out more with her. But even her, when he was trying to sell that pairing, he did.
Yeah.
He went down to the wire, giving Britt nothing.
Yeah. And I mean, he put it out there that he just didn't want, he didn't want the story. He didn't feel comfortable. I mean, come on now. Seriously, the way that, and we've talked about it, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but the way that Kelly Thibault was in the press and in the, on the podcast, I confronted him about his leave of absence. And like, who are you? Like, I understand it's your acting partner at this point in time, but he's making a decision for his own family, right?
Right,
and
exactly.
Confront him on that.
I will say, because I have been pretty critical of Kelly Thibault's acting choices a lot during this time. I will say this was the one, the goodbye at the van was the one scene that she convinced me.
Yeah.
I thought she did great in those scenes.
Yes.
You know, she was, and it was probably the best I've seen her since she came back.
Agreed.
And definitely the best in any scenes with him, because usually she just acting like a 12-year-old. But I thought she did really, really well, so I'm going to give her flowers. Kelly knocked it out of the park. Steve still didn't give her anything, but she knocked it out of the park, those scenes.
Yeah, and you could feel it through the screen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And another thing, I thought it was really funny with when Jason was trying to wake Britt up.
Yep.
He wasn't doing it like out of any concern whatsoever for her.
No, just so that
wake up, so I can give her, you know, I mean, and Jason, and that I think was 100% Steve too.
Yes.
Now, I'm wondering if Carly is going to think that Britt was the shooter and Jason, based on her conversation with Jack yesterday, because it doesn't make sense to her that Jason would do it.
Right. Exactly.
Or that he would shoot Cullum in the back.
Right.
So, and that she was like, he would need to shoot anybody in the back. That's, you know, he could get the better of him if it was. So I'm wondering if she's going to think that Britt did it and Jason's covering for Britt.
I think that's probably the safest bet, because nobody's going to, you know, the way that you know, fake Nathan and Jason kind of got Rocco out of there, you know, it doesn't lend to believe it would have been anybody else at that point in time.
Yep.
So.
Right. I'm kind of hoping that Lulu goes to Carly for help with the Rocco situation. Kind of like, you're kind of experienced with this, so I'm going to tell you something, and you got to pinky swear not to say anything, because Carly won't say anything.
Of course.
Because, you know what I mean? Because she'll know that Jason made that decision.
Yes.
For, you know what I mean? And she will, you know, and Rocco's her family too, and yada, yada. But yeah, I really hope. Yeah.
I just want to see how it comes out when Dante finds out it was actually Rocco.
Yeah. He's going to make all kinds of excuses for him.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a million people he can blame, but he is going to blame everybody under the sun except Rocco.
Right. Exactly.
So.
Aisha says it might help Rocco to talk to someone who's been through the same thing.
Michael.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah, Danny should send him to Michael. Well, he doesn't know. Danny doesn't know yet. I'm wondering how Danny will take it, though.
You know, Connor brings up a good thing. Why is there never any cameras on the pier?
I know, right?
You
Well,
would think that Sidwell, who owns the piers now, would have some type of camera system.
Well, the thing is that, I mean, Sonny didn't want camera system.
Right.
And I think Sidwell doesn't want one for the exact same reason.
Matt from the 10th floor, because cameras kill drama. Yes, coming in with logic.
Listen, Matt. Listen, Linda. Knock it off. Listen, Linda. Yeah, they do. Cameras do kill the drama, but the thing is that if there were cameras on the dock, then it would just add to the drama because they'd know they were there and they have to get to that footage.
Yes, of course.
We have to get to the footage before the PCPD.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I hate to bring this up. We started talking about Danny, and it's making its rounds yet again because of an article by one of the soap dirt sheets. But Danny and Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And people are still complaining because they're still cousins, even though there's only 2% DNA match.
Less, but yeah.
People, right. People are losing their shit about it. Like, I get it under one point, but at the same time, it's like, A, it's a soap opera. B, they're not full blood relatives. And C, just watch the fucking show.
Exactly. I mean, it's not like they're having. One, I think this is, I like people who are like, it's incest. It's so disgusting. Yet, and I'm just like, it really. I mean, I'm usually very sensitive to things like that, and I'm not. I'm just like, it just doesn't feel like that to me. Maybe it's because we never saw these two actors as kids, young kids together.
Right.
Danny and Charlotte are distant relatives. They just are. They're distant relatives. And anybody, who supports like the royals and stuff, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Danny and we've all said Danny and Charlotte are the same relation that the Queen was to Prince Philip, her husband.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, they're never going to stop.
No, they're never going to stop. Morgan Davis, Charlotte is a Spencer and Cassadine. So it's,
But if GH wants to fix it, I still say D. Cassadine Sam and done and done.
Yeah. But, I mean, but then again, it's like, it's still so far apart that,
Exactly.
I mean, if they had kept with Valentine not being a Cassadine, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. But they had to go ahead and, Yeah,
the whole thing, I think the whole thing is just ridiculous. There'll be something else for them to glom onto sooner or later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? There really will. We're getting 3 new. I don't think I talked about this in here because we had a lot of spoilers for our Friday night Zoom.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot, weren't there, guys? Those of you who are in the chat, there were a lot. And we had a lot of people. We had over 20 people in the Zoom. It was a lot of fun.
Wow. I mean, I've heard a couple rumors about people who are leaving. But, I haven't heard about the people coming in.
Okay, so should we do some spoilers?
We might as well.
Okay, so the people who I have been told or that I have heard and I have read from legitimate sources that are leaving are the actor who plays Kai.
Yep.
Jen's
Ashton Astrip.
Yep. Nathan is not leaving. right now, anytime soon. Sidwell is not leaving right now anytime soon. I guess I can't call him Nathan anymore, but we haven't gotten to that.
Right.
Cullum is not leaving anytime soon. The
Nope.
WSB story is going at least through the summer. At
Yep.
least. I think it's going to have a November ending, but we'll see. However, and we are getting 3 new characters in the mid-20s age range.
Okay.
The Trina, Joss, Geo age range. One of them is a contract player. One of them is connected to Ethan. I don't know if the contract player and the connected to Ethan are the same.
Okay.
But also the character of Ethan, it's a short-term stay, but it's multiple months.
Yep.
He'll be here multi-months. And these are some big ones.
Okay.
I heard that they're killing off Rick.
Oh, that would make sense now that he's actually getting up with,
right.
With Sonny.
And they're like really laying it on thick with him and Sonny.
Yeah.
And the rumor is that
another love is going to.
Well, they're hooking up Liz and Dante, so they got to get Rick out of the way anyway. I think it is going to be. They're going to be new love interests for Trina and Joss, and then another one. So somebody will have a triangle. Yeah. Now it'll probably be somebody to come between Gio and Emma because they're just too happy.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I have also heard that Kate Manzi has opted out.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Her husband is over in London, working over in London on like a 2-year project. He's been there for a few months. I'm hearing that the distance thing is not working for them. She wants to start a family, so she's gonna skip out. Now, I had saw something that somebody said that a bullet meant for Christina hits somebody else. So I'm wondering if Rick's going to die saving Christina.
Wow. Yeah.
Which would be huge.
Yeah.
Cement his hero status and, Yeah,
I got that spoiler about, Kate Manzi leaving, and I'm like, we can. You know what this means with her not being on GH. We can probably go ahead and try to get her for the next podcastathon. And maybe friend of the show, Jacqueline Grace Lopez, will come on, and we could reunite Craze, if that's a possibility.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not 100% sure that would be something she would do, but maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I could see them saying that they're sending Christina. Her and Blaze are going to, go on to, she's going on to follow Blaze like the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so there's going to be a lot of shakeups, and I think that some of this stuff is going to happen in May sweeps.
Yeah.
I think that July is going to be WSB story heavy because that's when Burton's coming back.
Yep.
I've also been told that Burton is not in Jason is not in Port Charles when Burton first comes back.
No, that makes total sense.
So I think that Val's plan, the Val and Carly plan to help him go on the run or escape or something works out.
Yeah.
So I think we're in for like a few months of just amazingness. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Quiet Star says, I like Kai. I'm going to miss him. I think Kai was a very big missed opportunity. I really do. They could have done so much more with that character.
I agree. Loved him.
And it's sad. You never want to, because the same thing with Marco. And actually, I interacted a little bit with Adrian Anchando, who played Marco on Instagram. And I let him know. I said, I don't normally question booking decisions, but, this is one that I'm questioning.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Number one, it's like you're killing off, you're killing off a gay guy who, you have a lack of them besides Lucas and Brad. We don't want to see them together so much. But it's like also, he comes along as a perfect contrast, whether loving his father but hating what he's doing, helping Lucas and loving Lucas. So it's like it's like the perfect mix. That again, so much potential.
Yeah, I loved Marco, and I loved Marco and Lucas. I was very sad that they decided to get rid of him. I don't agree with this, but I think that they felt that they had written him into a corner with the Sunny thing.
I agree.
I mean, I think they felt because there was no real way to get Marco to drop the Sunny thing. There was no path that they could, I don't think they could see a path to get him to just drop it. So, and then to just continue it forever was weird, even though everybody should hate Sunny always forever anyway, but that's just me. The show disagrees. And this also came along. Oh, I haven't told you guys who the other character they're casting. We haven't told them anyway.
Oh.
Right? Because they're bringing on 2 new men, aside from the ones that I talked about earlier. Oh, one of them is Britt's new love interest.
Yeah.
And the other one is a police officer who is gay.
Yes.
And that will be Lucas's new love interest. Yeah. And that serves 2 purposes. They need more police officers.
They
really need more police officers. Especially with what we found out today about Nathan, even though I think he's going to end up being a good guy and being a police officer as well. But yeah, they need new police officers, and it gives Lucas a fresh new love interest that they can start from scrap. And him being a cop has implications with the Sunny and Carly and Jason of it all.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So Lucas is getting a new love interest, which I'm happy about too, because I like Brad as Britt's friend. I like their little friendship. I do not like Brad with Lucas.
No, the Brad and Lucas thing was good while it played out, but I think Brad is the character of Brad is just great as one of those jokish type of bumbling villains. You know what I mean? Yeah. He has his serious points, but outside of that, he's just not cutting it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So Daisy, we have not talked about that yet. In 2029, Sophia Matson will debut on Days. I mean, by the time they reach their shooting schedule or viewing schedule.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sophia Matson signed with
going
Days.
To Days. Yeah. I've heard she's going to be playing Chloe. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that that's the rumor going around. That's weird to me, just because I mean, I don't know that Nadia's. I know it seems like 2027.
Sorry, I was joking.
Right? Yeah, 2027 is when they're 10 months ahead right now.
Yeah. Yes.
So
I was kind of being facetious because they're so far ahead.
And I don't know if it's a contract role she has. She has said that she'd go back to General Hospital, and she has said that she'd definitely be there for Roberts. GH hasn't asked her back. It was not her choice to leave.
Right.
GH declined to renew her contract. Her contract was up. GH declined to renew it. They didn't release her early or anything. They just declined to renew her contract. But they parted on very good terms.
Yep.
And, it's not that she didn't want to come back. So, how can GH afford this? Aren't they cheap? No. GH actually pays the most out of every soap opera.
Yeah.
GH has, the best pay from what I've been told.
Think about it. GH is backed by Disney. That mouse is.
And that's the thing too, right? And Disney owns GH. They're not leasing it from somebody.
Right. Exactly.
So it might put that stake in that triangle. It might not, because I don't know when she'd be leaving.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I've heard that she has decided that she wants out, but her contract's not up until October. So she might be staying till the end of her contract. We don't know.
Right. Yeah.
So, well, I mean, he could win the triangle.
Right, and that would keep Jacinda
Right.
there, and then that's when,
Right.
Christina goes on the rebound and joins Blaze, on tour. So, I mean,
Right.
it remains to be seen how it's going to work out. But we still
Yeah,
have
I mean,
it's
we're all still at wait and see when this stuff is going to be.
Right.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to go through the chats a little bit, but let's see. Okay, so I feel like Gio going down to the police department to talk to Dante and check on him, like trying to get that relationship going.
I thought it was really sweet. I mean, Dante doesn't deserve it, and he definitely should have been the one making the first move, but I thought it was sweet.
Yeah.
And I thought Dante was fine about it, although, his whole, questioning after they had the nice conversation, them questioning, oh, is that why you're here? That was like, I'm like, seriously, you're just determined to be a douchebag.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he reached out to you when he shouldn't have had to be the one to do that.
Right.
But anyway.
All right. You and I are both Italian. So I gotta ask you about Olivia. Like, we both know Italian moms, putting their nose into where it doesn't belong at times.
And I get that.
Overstepped.
Oh, she overstepped immensely. And the thing is that if she was playing it as an Italian mother, she wouldn't just be lobbing insults. She'd keep all of her insults to Jacinda. She wouldn't have any for Michael. And she'd be smacking him upside the head as she was saying it. She's not playing Italian mother. She's playing judgmental bitch.
Yes.
Like, seriously. It was so nasty. And then, especially when she, accused Michael, talked about Michael paying Jacinda.
Yes.
Michael's like, I'm not paying Jacinda. She's like, well, you did at the start. Michael's like, no, I didn't.
And it's like, again, sticking her nose where it doesn't belong. And it's like the whole idea that she's more worried about Jacinda being a former sex worker, that it's just absolutely ridiculous. And then classic scene, I'm sorry, I popped. Wiley coming up to Brook Lynn. Brook Lynn, what's a hooker? Like, just...
Oh, my God, right?
Well, if you want to know what a hooker is, you don't have to be a kid to ask. But I do know somebody you can ask as an adult and talk out your feelings about it. Are you having problems in the bedroom? Are you having problems with your sex life? Well, I know just who to talk to, and that's Lori. CoachingByLori.com is where you could set up voice, video, or text sessions to talk about sex, to talk about intimacy, kinks, fetishes, taboos, fantasies, or your sexuality. You could talk about coming out and what to expect when you come out. Lori is a sex therapist and talks about your sexual health. Lori's offering all new clients 20% off their first session with the coupon code WELCOME. That's Coaching by Lori, LORIE.com. Coupon code WELCOME, WELCOME, for 20% off your first session. All right. Daisy, we did mention that there is a guy supposedly coming to pair with Joss and Trina.
Well, we don't know that for sure because all that has been released is that it's 3 new people, and they haven't even that. I don't even know what sex they are.
Yeah,
I would assume that at least 2 of them would be guys, especially since they're getting rid of Trina's love interest. But I'm not like staking my life on it.
Yeah,
I don't know for
Right. Yeah, Ned was embarrassed by the whole thing. Like, it was exactly. And I'm sorry, Olivia overstepped. And in a house like that, you got to remember there are going to be little ears around, and
she's all worried about them. Somebody walking in on Michael and Jacinda in a whole other building.
Yep.
In a whole other building at night, But in the middle of the day, she's just very loudly having this conversation in the kitchen.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah,
exactly.
it was just, the whole thing was just gross from Olivia's point. I mean, just absolutely gross.
Exactly. And folks, if you want to help support the network and you're watching on our YouTube channel, go ahead and click that super chat button or super thanks, super stickers. It's a $sign in the box. All the money that comes in does go to help support the network, but also right now we are letting everybody know that all of their donation support, whatever, goes to the merchandise that I did buy that we're going to donate to Samantha's friends for the silent auction in May. So feel free to help out the network, whatever you want. And on top of that, you get entered to win a Suds and Squared Circle Media t-shirt for every super that you do. All right. So Shauna says, I'm hoping they explore Britt and Dante. I know the height difference would be a problem, but why bring on somebody new when there are single people on the canvas that aren't related? Dante, Brennan, Drew.
Well, as far as Dante goes, Dante's next pairing is Liz. I'm pretty sure that's already solidly in stone, considering all the events that Rebecca Hurst and Dominic are doing together, which is really weird for Rebecca Hurst. So I think that it's really to sell this pairing.
Yeah.
Because Becky Hurst doesn't like to do a lot of, she has younger kids, although they're getting a little bit older, but she still has kids at home and she's more of an introvert, but she's doing them.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go with Brennan and Nina.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I know that they have more and more coming up. And Chris McKenna was joking with some fans and coming up with ship names for them. So that's a possibility. Drew, I don't know what they're going to do with Drew. I don't think he's going anywhere, but I also don't think he's, not sure he's going to be, waking up anytime soon.
Right.
I thought Drew and Britt would be a great pairing as well, but
it depends on how Drew comes out of this. If he comes out of this as sympathetic because of what Willow did to him and gets the favor of the fans back, then I don't know if him and Britt would be a good pairing. But if he comes out still an asshole, then okay, then I could see the Britt and Drew pairing.
Oh, I think I could see it either way because I don't think they're going to completely take his edge away. But my personal opinion, why they're bringing on someone new is that I think that they're not 100% sure that Kelly will play it because she didn't play it with the Cody actor. And they don't want to potentially burn somebody who they want to keep.
Right.
So if they bring on someone new for her, it works great. They have someone new. I'm hoping it's a doctor because we need more doctors, or even a nurse. Drew and Jordan would be great. So I'm hoping it's a doctor and we need that as well. But if it doesn't work, it's easy just to write both of them off.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, at this point, that might be the best.
Right. And, well, more than likely, though, Kelly Tebow is in a 26-week out cycle because the newbies, every 13 weeks, the show can tell them that they're out, even if they have a 3-year contract. Right. Every 13 weeks, the show can say bye. The door doesn't swing both ways. It's only the show's option.
Right.
And with the vets, it's every 26 weeks, every 6 months. So it could have also been that they're like, well, by the time we finish this story, we're right in the middle of her 26 weeks. So we might as,
right.
We can't get rid of her without paying her. Let's see what else we can make stick and see.
Yeah.
Because, she is a proven actress. She brought an Emmy home, and a couple nominations. It's just a matter of if she's going to Burton out like she did with Cody.
Yeah. And although I will say I'm kind of happy that the Burton Brit or the Cody and Britt thing didn't work because I am enjoying Cody and Molly.
Love them.
Yeah, I absolutely love Cody and Molly. I love that pairing. They're the yin and the yang, and they just work. The way that Cody's like, we want a trip to a tropical location.
And she's all excited, and then it's fishing.
Yeah, it's fishing.
So so cute. But then he's like, we'll find other things. And she's like, well, we can do, no, it's okay. It's just, they just love each other. And it's great. And I love it.
I do
They
too.
love each other. I love them.
Yeah.
Love it.
And, and I'm very, very happy with the way that everything played out. I'm very happy with, and it was definitely in character for Molly to consistently second guess herself when it came to, well, every part of this thing, but especially telling him about the endometriosis, not being able to kids, and you know, it just works, and I'm just so happy with that pairing.
Yeah.
So Connor asks, do you think Jason's next storyline will be him joining the WSB? And
Yes.
you responded in the chat. But yeah, I think so. I agree. I think that works better at this point. Because while it'll still have a risk to it, it'll be on the right side of the law for the most part. But yeah, I think that's going to be a really good thing to do, and go with it. I mean, hell, we had, you know, director Frisco Jones. Maybe we could have director Jason Morgan at some point.
Yeah. I mean, although I would love to see Val be the director and Jason have to answer to him, because I just think that would be hysterical. And Brennan having to answer to him too.
Yeah, Del J points out, I think they're trying to make us like Curtis, and it's just not working. He needs to be alone for a while. And I agree with you. The scenes today, just the whole build up with this whole thing of Portia and, you know, and him and Jordan and him and the pregnancy, like, I could honestly do without, and I don't want to say that because I don't want to get the blowback of, you know, the only, you know, storyline around the black characters, and it has nothing to do with them. It has to do with just the characters in general. Like, the story is just not there. Like,
it's just, I'm so like, I need something to happen. Curtis is incredibly unlikable. Unlikable. And I just...
I mean, you could have had Portia and Jordan fighting over Isaiah, and it would have been so much better.
It would have really been, and it would have made more sense, because Curtis is just an entire trash bag of a man, and both of these women should know this.
And Jordan and Curtis, hey, goodbye, girl, welcome to the chat. And you know, it's like for Jordan, it's like Curtis got on her. They divorced because there were parts of her job she couldn't disclose, and he got jealous. He got judgy. Right. And it's like taking a shit in the bowl and then trying to put it back up your ass, taking it back.
It's exactly. It was her job. She didn't cheat on him. She didn't frickin' steal money from him. You know what I mean? It was her job.
Correct. Portia did much more lying to him about his child. And he ended up taking her back. Right. So again, it's just, it's just not there for me. Right. And now Curtis, you know, wants Jordan to quit working for Sidwell, and it's like, you don't have that say. Yeah, like, we ain't like this, dude. Right. Like, he's a former cop. So he should understand when you're in that kind of a field. Right. And she's invested. She has put a lot into this to just walk away now because Curtis doesn't like it. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you. Don't like it. Don't want it. And you know what? I'll say it now because I know that the whole push for this was Donnell wanted Curtis to have another child. It's like, what kind of a role model are you being for that child if you're trying to control every aspect of the woman's life that you're with? Like, seriously. You know, and it's like, I understand you have to have some of those types of characters on soap operas. I'm not denying that. But at this point in time, I'm just not there. It was funny because when he asked her today about whether she wanted to find out about the baby. Yeah. And she said that she wasn't ready for it yet. You could tell that he wanted to argue. Yes. But then was like, all right, I'll let this go. Like, he really wanted, and she seemed like she could tell he wanted to argue, because she's just like, eyeing him like, there's going to be a fight. We throwing hands. Should I take my earrings off? And like
You feeling froggy today, my friend? So yeah, so that was interesting today. He wanted to fight about it, but
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
because again, he wants everything to go his way. He's as much of a hypocrite as Sonny. So, all right. So catching up on the chat. Let's see. Connor says Perry, Dante, and Liz to me just seems like him and Sam boring. I didn't think that Sam.
I thought that. I mean, Dante and Sam weren't exciting, but I thought they were a cute couple for their age group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think him and Liz will be largely like that. And they'll have less. I mean, Dante and Sam had some adventures.
Right.
But yeah.
Chloe, welcome to the chat. Chloe says, the petty part of me wants Ethan to be Delilah's baby daddy and then gets chased and be like, you're really scared because they really pissed me off this week. I can see that. I can see that.
You and me both. And Brook Lynn today blaming Michael for Chase being up. What?
Yeah, Chase doesn't need to have any kind of warning.
Exactly. And control your own husband. It is not on Michael. He's trying to help you get the baby, fool. And he was very gracious by saying anything nice about Willow.
Yeah.
Fucking Brook Lynn. I guess, she sees the writing on the wall.
Donna's on X, folks. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're not seeing the chat.
Oh, I haven't even looked at the chat in here. Sorry, because I have the YouTube up. Sorry, Donna.
Donna says, no wonder he is so hated, meaning Curtis. Katie looked so good today. I could give her. I didn't think she looked that great. That's me. I'm not a whole, I don't think she pulls off the pantsuit. Then she says Phoebe is the new Smitty.
People arguing over the name.
Yeah.
I think Phoebe is a cute name, but the nickname for Phoebe is Phoebes, and that one is weird to me. So, yeah.
LJ says, looks like they haven't given up on Chase and Willow affair.
Yeah.
So that's probably that. I mean, who knows? I have a feeling that they could, if they do it right, they can make Willow a Black Widow. And how ironic that Wiley wants to study spiders for some unknown godly reason.
I know, right? Yeah, Wiley's annoying me today with his crap too. Are you? When he's like, I'm sorry, are you? Shut up, dead eyes. I'm talking about the character.
Right, of course.
Real cute. I'm like, he's like, I'm sorry, buddy, when he said Willow didn't answer the phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, he didn't answer the phone. She didn't answer the phone. Get mad at her.
Right, exactly. That actually brings me into the what the fudge moment of the week this week. And I'm sorry, it's going to be Wiley. If you're assigned a project about the animal kingdom and what they eat, why the fuck are you going after spiders?
He's a boy.
You have dogs in the house. You have Cody with the horses at the stables. Spiders? Really?
He's a boy. Of course, that didn't seem weird to me because he's a boy.
I see that. I mean, I'm definitely afraid of spiders as it is, but it's like, to me, that is very weird because I also don't consider a spider an animal. It's an arachnid. It's just a pest.
I know, but for a kid, it's, for a kid his age, if he had that, it would be any creature. What I found unrealistic about it is that they weren't out there in the dark the night before it was due.
Right.
Because that's what my experience was. What I tell you, you should have seen the poster board I made one night about Joe DiMaggio. I put pinstripes on the poster board because, of course, I had to make it.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Up till 3 a.m. Mom, my DiMaggio thing's due tomorrow. I have all my information. I just haven't done the poster board. We don't have any poster board. But I need poster board. Me at Walmart at midnight getting poster board, and then me at home, and the whole time muttering, damn, just, and he like cut out all the stuff, and all I had to do was glue it and make sure. But I was like, but I made the pinstripe. It's like, damn, kids don't keep track of when their stuff is cute. Yeah.
How amazing
Memories.
how amazing that a Boston school will have a kid do a project on Joe DiMaggio.
They actually they had to choose someone from their least favorite team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he said that, and it was really funny because he was like, I chose one of the dead ones. I'm like, well, you know what they say. The only good Yankee is. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. I don't wish death on them. Yeah. STDs, sure. Death, no. Baseball season started, guys. So here we are. Sorry, go ahead.
And actually, I am going to be going up to Boston this summer, and Angela and I are going to be going to Fenway to a Red Sox game. Although I might get pelted with much stuff wearing Yankee hat.
You are not wearing if we're not going to a Yankee game, you are not wearing a Yankee hat. Because I cannot sit next to I will have to throw something at you the whole game. Come on. You can wear a Red Sox hat have you ever been to Fenway?
No, that's why I want to go. It's on
You're going to love it. You're going to love Fenway.
It's on my bucket list. As a baseball fan, Fenway Park is a historic site to go. It's
one of the oldest that's still being used. It's so great. We'll talk about this later, but I'm so excited. You're a Fenway virgin. I'm so excited. Okay, sorry.
So yeah, that's our What the Fudge moment of the week this week, brought to you by What the Fudge Homemade Confections. If you're in the New Haven, Connecticut area or the surrounding areas or Connecticut in general that you could arrange a pickup, check it out, whatthefudgect.com or facebook.com/whatthefudgect. Check out all the flavors, and Easter's coming this Sunday. So if you're in the area and want to order some fudge for your Easter dinner, go ahead and check it out because the fudge is fantastic. I tried some dark chocolate fudge over the last week, and it's outstanding. So check it out. Again, whatthefudgect.com, facebook.com/whatthefudgect. Use promo code SUDS for 10% off your order, and check it out. It is made in the cottage kitchen, so she can't ship, but if you're farther out, we could try to figure something out. All right. Excuse me. Tinklu says, my dream is to see Fenway at some point. Connor asks, who will Jason's next pairing? Will it be Carly or just alone?
It should be Carly, but I think it's going to be alone. I think he'll play spoiler to Carly's pairings. Because, we've talked about this a lot, how if Burton had his choice, there'd be no pairing.
Right.
And, the Charlie fans have accepted that, unless a lobotomy or a lightning strike or something like that happens, as long as, Mr. Bernard is on set, we're probably not getting Charlie, which is we could have a whole podcast about that, let me tell you. But, Burton, they could bring somebody new on for him too. They could.
Yeah.
I don't know that they will because, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Aisha says, do you think Lucas is going to accept Sidwell's invitation to stay on at Windermere, and that's why he said nothing to the police, considering how disastrous Operation Brits Meds was? What the hell?
I could see Lucas accepting because he wants to continue what they were doing, and he wants to try to help Brit, and he wants to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be meddlesome.
Right. It could be. The fact that a gay police officer is coming on to be Lucas's next love interest, I feel like that's going to play into everything. I can't wait until Sidwell finds out that it was Cullum that stabbed Marco and not Sonny.
I really want Sidwell to kill Cullum.
Yes, I do too.
Although I have to ask, in the promo this week, what the hell is Sonny doing showing up to that funeral?
Yeah, that seems with Rick in tow. So with his
with his attorney. What does he
attorney
think
in
that?
tow,
Yeah.
his consigliere. But I don't know.
I mean, somebody was like, "It's mafia shit." Sonny's asserting his no. If Sonny had killed Marco, then it would be asserting his dominance. But this is just weird.
I think it's weird, but I also feel like
Yeah.
in Sonny's mind at this point, it's almost like, hey, I'm going to prove that I had nothing to do with the killing. So,
and I get that, but showing up at the funeral
right.
isn't doing that. It's just being incredibly cruel to people who are mourning. And it's not just Sidwell, it's Lucas.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Lucas knows Sonny's not there to actually pay respects.
Right.
And I did like what Sonny said to Justine, though, about he couldn't kill Marco because it was Carly's brother's boyfriend, and Carly would be really mad. And Justine was like, and he's like, have you met her?
Yeah, I know.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Carly would, and that's the thing too, is that if Sonny were to kill Marco, even if it was while Carly was upset or not happy about Lucas and Marco, she'd have still come down on Sonny like a ton of bricks.
Oh, of course.
For hurting her baby brother. So, yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. All right. But speaking of Sidwell, today we did find out the bombshell. It's been the talk of the town ever since Nathan came back. And when Britt slipped up and said the 4 children of Faison, we found out today that who we think is Nathan, or who we thought was Nathan, is actually Cassius Faison.
Faison.
Yeah.
And somebody who will not be named because of the big brouhaha that was the stupidest brouhaha in the world, but I digress. Apparently Lisa will have scenes coming up, I think towards the end of the month, where she flashes back to giving birth to twins and giving one of them to somebody. You know, that honestly, that one makes the most sense.
Agreed.
Because she did it with Nathan.
Yeah.
So I could see her doing it with another one as well, because she wanted to keep the boys away from Faison. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I also could have seen Faison brainwashing her to forget that she had twins. Because
I don't think she gave Nathan to her sister
to
raise.
Yeah. Yep.
Faison had nothing to do with that. I don't even think he knew she was pregnant with Nathan.
So that kind of leads us to everybody calls out the historian, and they call out the fact of the stories. When Britt first came to town, if Britt knew that there were 4 children of Faison, why did she pointedly try to sleep with Nathan if she knew that he was one of Faison's children?
Did Britt know, though?
Well, of course, apparently, unless she found out while she was at the 5 Poppies that Faison had more kids than just her.
Well, I think that's the thing, is that I think she knows that this guy is not Nathan. Because remember how she was when he first came in?
Yeah.
And I also think, I mean, this could be why I have also said that, Jason could dump her because she lied about Nathan.
Yeah, exactly.
And, this whole Nathan thing with James, that's fucking with Spinelli.
Oh, yeah.
That's big. And she didn't say anything. So I could see that being a...
Exactly. So, quite sorry.
I don't... Oh, so Connor asked, wouldn't that just make Dante have to rescue? I'm not sure that this guy's going to be a bad guy, though.
Yeah,
because he didn't seem eager. He didn't seem eager to help Sidwell.
Right.
Yeah, and he said to James that he had to go do some, see a bad guy he didn't want to see.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's, I kind of think this is a Drew Jason thing.
Agreed.
With
I
this time, the twin knows.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a bad guy.
And at this point, I don't. At least it doesn't give me that vibe that he's a bad guy. I mean, unless he's completely hiding it, but I feel like the only one of Faison's children that actually did want to go in his father's footprints was Peter August. And now Faison's fourth child is again completely different than the man himself.
Right.
Shauna says, I really like not Nathan. He could have been raised by Cullum.
He could have been raised by Cullum. He could have been raised by Sidwell, because Sidwell didn't raise Marco, as he said today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, all of it's completely possible.
It is, truly. All right, let's see. Quiet Star asks, so who does she give the kid to?
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna.
Yeah, I'm
meet
not sure.
That person, or if it might, someday, or they're just gonna tell us the backstory.
Right. Yeah,
we'll
at some
see.
point they'll tell us something.
Yeah.
I always like seeing Kathleen Gotti on my screen, so her coming back as Liesel to shed some light on this thing would actually, really be good. And it'll be a good story as well. Let's see. Well, I feel like we're at the point in time that we need to take a ride. We've got to hop into our DeLorean. And it's just about that time.
We're sending you back to the future.
And we're going to get to today in General Hospital history, and I'm going to hand it over to Professor Angela for our history lesson.
All right. I'm like all messed up with this. Okay. So we're going back to 2000. The year is 2000. Laura and Luke are looking for Lucky in Texas because he's alive. Helena faked his death and they're looking for him. And Felicia wants to help, but Laura doesn't want Felicia's help. And while Felicia's trying to help on her own, she finds something that Lucky left, and then while trying to reach for it, falls over a cliff and is left hanging there. She was rescued, but that was the cliffhanger for that day.
How ironic.
Yes. Yep. 2003, Jason Courtney faked a fight in Bobby's to fool Faith and Rick. And then Faith, followed Jason, and he agreed to work with her to take down Sonny, but it was a fake out. 2005. This is one of those things when people talk about, Saint AJ, who I love. I love AJ, but who tried to paint him as somebody that, he was so good and Carly was so bad. He had faked Michael's death. And he had told Michael, though, that he took him because Sonny and Carly didn't want him anymore. And Michael was little, and he convinced him of this. So today in 2005, Michael and AJ are on the island, and Michael wanted to call Sonny, and AJ told him that he'd call Sonny and try to convince him to want him back. And he had set up this computerized thing that had snippets of Sonny saying other things. So it seemed like it was just real, real cruel.
Well, if that happened today, you could just use AI to replicate.
Yeah, it would be much easier. But, he was rich, so whatever. 2006, Emily lied to Monica about her affair with Sonny to try to keep her in the dark. But Monica was on to her. 2010, Christina approached Carly, who was married to Jax at the time, because that was during the Christina's, beating up by her boyfriend thing, and she wanted to know if Sonny had ever been abusive, and they had a big conversation of it, which then led to a great conversation between Sonny and Carly, and then they erased the whole thing, which was really annoying.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they just kind of whitewashed over the whole thing. Didn't matter. Whatever.
Wow.
2011. Everybody was getting ready for the memorial for Spare Parts. Jake was dead, and everybody was getting ready to bury him. Sorry, it was a fun time for me. 2016, on this day in General Hospital history, Stephen A. Smith premiered as Brick. He had an appearance once before, but it hadn't been as Brick. It was something else. But this was the first appearance of Brick. 2021. Oh, wait, sorry. 2017, Liz is shocked by Franco's proposal. 2021, Peter threatened Carly. Jason was on the run. Sonny was dead. Oh, no, Jason was in jail. Sonny was dead. And she was like, oh, I can defend my family my damn self. And then finally, in 2022, Alexis is shocked when Neil's brother, Brendan, walked into her office.
Yep.
And that is your today in General Hospital history.
All right. Thank you very much, Professor Angela, for today in General Hospital history. It's always great to hear about the history of the show that we love and how great it is. Quiet Star says, I always felt Britt knew the truth and it would cause Jason to dump her when she, when the info came out.
Right. Because there was no reason for her not to tell him.
Exactly.
She had this whole thing where she wasn't telling him about her medicine, whatever. But then when she told him, she should have told him everything. So
agreed. And at this, and that's one of the biggest things about the whole Britt and Jason thing is why does she have to lie? There was no reason for her to lie about anything. He knew she had Huntington's disease. He knew, all of this already. Exactly. There was no point of her. What is she protecting from? Is it Cullum? She knows Jason to take him out.
She wasn't trying to protect anybody. She said that she was trying to, but at the same time, she was spending time and fighting to spend time with the most vulnerable of people, who was Rocco.
Exactly.
So the whole I'm trying to protect you is crap because, she's trying to protect Jason, but not trying to protect Rocco. I mean, sure, okay, yeah, it tracks, but it also doesn't.
Right.
If she was trying to protect, she would have kept Rocco completely at arm's length.
Yeah, it's just a whole load of horseshit at this point. It just and again,
I love how you have come to yourself, and for the record, did I influence you? No. Did I blackmail you or threaten you to stop liking Brit?
No, not at all. But it's and again, I'm not somebody that's going to attack the writing because I know how hard the writers work, because I've seen it in WWE. But at the same time, it's when it comes to something, I feel like, and we've said it, the writers are reacting to how Britt is playing out the scenes. And if she's giving it a completely different context, they have to react. And that's what changes the story. Because the whole thing of her having to lie to Jason, who has basically, in story, devoted everything to her with the exception of putting her first. But he's always said that I will protect you, I will take care of you, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
But he's gone on record and said that, and she just has not. She's lied to him at every step of the way, and then uses him for
no reason.
Exactly. If somebody's offering that to me, I'm giving him all the information he needs to protect me.
Right, exactly. I don't care if my life's in danger. My enemy can help me. Not biting off my nose to spite my face.
Exactly.
And he wasn't even her enemy.
Right.
It was a former one-night stand that, she was obsessed with.
Yeah. In multiple ways.
Yeah. That reminds me, I'm texting you a picture. That's really funny.
But yeah, I just, at this point in time, I'm just tired of it in general.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. I did like how Danny and Charlotte went to Carly's to talk to Valentine, saying Valentine's the only one that could save Jason at this point. And it's going to be great because, first of all, Valentine's on the run himself. So he wants to make sure that nobody knows that, in general, that he's going to be,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's going to be great how they're going to work this out with Valentine staying hidden.
Right. And I loved how, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Fatal Attraction, but that's what it is.
Fatal Attraction? No, I have not seen that.
Glenn Close was obsessed with the guy, and he boiled his daughter's pet bunny. And that was the hair that Glenn Close had in the movie. But anyway, I loved how Charlotte was just like, yeah, Sonny can't help us. I know who can. And I mean, and she was spot on.
She was. Absolutely.
She was completely spot on about it.
And the way that, because, I mean, obviously Danny was always taught, go to Sonny. Charlotte made sense because she's like, the cops are probably watching his house.
Right.
Knowing that that's where he's going to, knowing that that's where Danny would turn to or whatever. So, yeah, I completely agree with that. And, again, we're seeing a whole new point of view now with Charlotte being in the mix, Charlotte and Valentine having that kind of influence, and it's going to sound bad, but the influence over Danny and in Carly's life, because it gives a whole new point of view to what we've been what they've been led to know. Del J says, I classified that behavior as boil the rabbit crazy.
Do you want me to send you the Del J, do you want me to send you the picture on Facebook through Messenger? I'm doing it. Yeah. It was I loved it, and I loved, Valentine was, I mean, we had Valentine and Carly fans. I sent it, girl. And make sure, tell me if you got it, because I might have sent it to the wrong person, but I don't think so. Valentine and Carly fans were fed last week.
Yes. Yeah,
the dinner, and then their fight.
Yeah.
When he was so offended, you think that I'm like Jack? And then he was very upset about he did not like that.
Yeah.
And then I pledged my life to protect you. Oh, God.
Yes. Oh, and that was such a great line, because it comes off obviously as a double entendre, but at the same time, we know it's true because Jason basically told him, if something happens to Carly, I will kill you.
Right, but he was right. He was like, because Valentine could disappear where Jason couldn't find him.
Correct.
Yes. You know what I mean? And Valentine knows that.
Yes.
So I love that, and he was just like, I could have dipped. I didn't. This needs to, mean something to you. But I also love how he understands how she's.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, the conversation she had with Jack.
Yeah.
She tried to give him a chance. Was that last week or the week before? I can't remember.
Last week. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She tried to get him to tell the truth.
Yep.
And, and yeah, they're done.
Yeah. Amaya says, remember when Nathan Cassius said his dad taught him the periodic table? It's giving Sidwell or Cullum vibes.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think it's really giving Sidwell probably more than, although, I don't know, because we don't know Cullum that much.
I mean, honestly, it could be Faison. It could, it could have been Faison who he kept his heir hidden.
He didn't know. It's Nathan's twin though, and he did not know that Lisa was pregnant.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
You know, and if he had found out that Lisa, you know, I mean, more than likely he would have been suspicious of Lisa's sister.
Right.
Having the baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he would have taken both of them.
Yeah. No,
yeah. I mean, we don't know enough about Cullum. I could see definitely Sidwell doing that, but we don't know much about Cullum yet.
Yeah. They have to expand the Cullum character a little bit more than just creepy director of WSB who's playing all these mind games and just, I mean, he's truly a sociopath, number one.
Yeah.
You know, and number two, I go back to the meme. He's Roz from Monsters Inc. I mean, that's just what he looks like. You know, I'm anxious to see how the character of Cullum is going to be expanded while he's still on canvas.
I don't know that he is. I think he's out by the end of summer. I think Sidwell will find out and will kill him.
I agree. I do think that. I mean, unless they're going to wait to November after Jason comes back, you know. So it could be either one. But all right. Yes, Val and Carly are amazing. I'm enjoying it. So I think we're just about done. Tomorrow is the actual anniversary for General Hospital.
We didn't cover Carly and Sonny.
No, we did not. You're absolutely right.
Carly, Sonny, and Rick.
Yes. And oh boy, if looks could kill, both Sonny and Rick would be dead.
Yeah.
And she has every right.
And Carly was 100% right.
Yes.
You know, Jason with Rick, if the world was flooded with piss and Rick lived in the last tree, Jason would drown. He would want nothing from that man. Jason would, like, if it was Carly that needed help, Jason would pair up with Rick to help Carly. He did it with Franco. He did it with Lorette. You know, he did it with other people he didn't like to help Carly.
Yes.
He would not do, he would be me freezing to death in an ice storm for 7 days instead of staying at my ex's with the generator. That would be Jason.
Yeah.
There's no way. He would not want anything to do with Rick as far as himself goes. Nothing.
Yeah.
And Carly's right about that. And, you know, Sonny being, I mean, it's not surprising to me, Sonny being completely dismissive of Carly's feelings about Rick. But they can't think it's doing the character any favors.
No, you're right. I mean, at this point in time, it's like, I'm sorry, but it does. If you say you care about, you know, if Sonny says that he still cares about Carly and whatever, you know, and yet he's gonna bring Rick, who kidnapped Carly and held her in a panic room while she was
she was chained to a wall.
Right.
And he told her that he was going to kill her and that him and Liz were going to raise her baby.
Yeah.
And this was after the man stripped her naked, put her in bed, and made her think that he had raped her. And the stripping her naked and putting her in bed is sexual assault.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, at the very least, very least,
right,
Sonny should have told Rick, look, you and I are good. We're doing this, but you need to leave Carly alone. And Sonny should have kept Carly away or kept Rick away from Carly.
Correct. Yeah. It should have never that like this whole thing just, I understand Sonny wanting to get closer to his brother. I understand that. And Rick is dirty. Rick is willing to get dirty enough. Like his you know, reasons for telling Diane, listen, I have somebody else who's going to go to places that I don't want you to go because you're my legitimate attorney. I get all that. But when it comes to Carly, this is just, in my opinion, tone deaf of Sonny to do. And, you know, it's like one of those little things right there that makes Sonny a very hated character.
Right. It's so ridiculous. And he had to know that there was no way in hell Carly was ever going to agree.
Right.
To let Rick help. He had to know that. And, I don't want to hear anything from Sonny when he finds out about Valentin.
No, exactly.
Because this is why she didn't tell you, asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Aisha said when Carly said she wasn't putting up with the WSB taking people away from her, it went right over Jack's head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of things are going over Jack's head, all of her upsetness about, and Jack's whole, when she said, how do we get him back? And Jack was like, we don't. She was just like, are you in? That is, does not compute.
Right. Yeah.
It reminded me when when Ryan had kidnapped Carly.
Yep.
And Laura and Jason were in his vehicle looking for her.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura was trying to game out what Kevin might have done. And then she said to Jason, if he didn't leave her at the hotel and he didn't do this, then, it might be. And he cut her off. He said, I refuse to accept the possibility that Carly is dead.
Yeah.
It, unfathomable. Nope.
Yep.
Not even. Can't even. Nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Quiet Star says Angela is 100% right. And Sonny also forgets that Carly's child was Sonny's child.
Right, it was Morgan.
Yeah.
Sonny, my thing, it's not even, I get Rick is his brother, whatever, Courtney died, yada, yada, yada. But for him to even expect Carly to breathe the same air as Rick.
Right.
It makes no sense. It is absolutely bizarre to me. But Brennan is killing those. Chris McKenna is really, in the scenes at the WSB office and the scenes in her kitchen.
Yes.
He played the hell out of that shit. Those are his Emmy reel.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? I've been saying it now. GH has hit a stride now where everything is just hitting on all most things are hitting on all cylinders. Like, the show is so enjoyable to watch. I'm kind of excusing the boring parts of Curtis, Portia, etc., because the rest of the show, like today's a Tuesday. Normally a Tuesday episode is a throwaway. And I know they've had preemption, so they've re-edited it and whatever. But today was a Tuesday episode, and it packed a wallop at the end.
Right.
Like it was like a Friday or a Thursday cliffhanger.
Right.
Just
what day was it that Jason left?
Thursday.
Was it Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
it was either Wednesday.
There were a couple days. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought there were a couple days after that because Charlotte and Rocco went to.
Then maybe it was Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, Charlotte and Rocco went after he was arrested, but before he was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
or Charlotte and Danny.
Yeah.
No. Because Danny hadn't gone to see him yet, right?
Right. And
had Danny gone to see him already?
Yeah. I don't remember. I think maybe so on Tuesday, Alexis found Marco. And then I want to say it was Thursday, but maybe not. It had to be either Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, Goodbye Girl says Thursday.
Okay.
Shauna says, I want to see Britt go with Ethan. They were hooking up in Paris while she was at the Five Poppies, and she just sides right back to him. End of Jason and Britt. Yeah, I can understand that, but I don't know if that would work in story purposes, but I don't know if it's going to happen. LJ, you're right. The 20-something stories does need work. Hey, Goodbye Girl says Rick is hot. He's a silver fox. I mean,
Oh my God, yes. Rick Hurst is freaking sex on a stick.
Yeah.
That man, oof. Mama.
But yeah, I agree. That's the area they need help in. LJ is the 20-something area. Like, I really feel like, Kai was a very big missed opportunity. And, they have Trina as just there. Like, literally, she is just there at this point. Josh being in the WSB, I like it. I like Gio and Emma.
Mm-hmm.
But they do still need some work. Ethan is not here for a long time. He's here for a short stint.
Few months. Yeah, it's a few months stint. I mean, it's not like in and out.
Right.
It's not like, he's like last time.
Right.
But he's going to be, he's not here. It's not a long thing. It's going to be a few months.
Yeah.
And one of the kids is connected to him. One of the not teens, but the early mid-20s that they're bringing on is related to him, or something to do with him. I don't know. He's perfectly related.
So it's basically like he's just coming in, kind of to usher in the new character.
I think he's coming in to introduce the character, and apparently also him and Sonny team up about something with Sidwell too. He's trying to help Sonny with something with Sidwell. Which
makes sense because Sidwell held Lucky captive. So, it kind of...
And Sonny and Luke were best friends.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, it does lend itself. But
I'm not delusional. I've watched the show just because I don't like things.
Right. Yeah. All right, folks. I think we've kind of covered just about everything, unless I'm missing something again. I will say that I really liked how Brennan was playing the whole thing with Carly, saying that he didn't know anything about the warrant that was issued for Jason. He doesn't know where Jason is, but yeah. So, Goodbye Girl says looky. I don't know what I'm looking at. But anyways, folks, we are just about out of time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you want to help out the show or support the show, send a super chat, whether it's now or after the show. A super thanks. All the money does go towards the network, and you get to win a Suds and Square Circle Media t-shirt at the end of the month. Every month for 2026. Goodbye Girl says look up. Let's see. Also, if you want to buy some cool Suds and Social Media merchandise, which I am getting, actually I asked ChatGPT to come up with a Vinnie Suds logo, so that I'll be getting that t-shirt up soon. So check out our merch.suds-media.com. You can get a cute little with a Suds and Square Circle Media logo on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. We are out of time. Go to our X account, at Suds Media, and vote for the 2026 Final Four of the Soap Stars March Madness Tournament. We have Carly Spencer taking on Marlena Black, and we've got Nick Newman taking on Anita Dupree. So check those out. Those are up for a full week.
Carly, and Anita. I mean, I like Anita too, but Carly's my girl. You guys know that.
Absolutely. Angela, where can everybody find you?
They can find me at Twitter. They can find me at The Show Business. They can find me on Facebook. They can find me on Instagram. Also, so last Friday night, we had one of our Zooms. It was amazeballs. I am going to be doing them every 2 weeks as long as the interest remains. So we're not having one this Friday. We will have one next Friday.
All right.
If you know, if there's ever a time where a group of you want me to do it on an off week, let me know. Or if you guys want me to host a space on Twitter, let me know. I don't mind doing those.
And that costs extra.
No, Twitter spaces are not. The only reason the Zoom is that it helps weed out some of the, you know, undesirables. Not just.
No, I meant doing it on an off week is extra.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. No.
All right. And you can find me, as always, at Vinnie Suds on both Twitter and Facebook. At Suds Media is the network account. Go vote for the 2026 Final Four of the Soap Stars March Madness Tournament. For everything else, linktree.suds-media.com. I'm also on Instagram and Threads at Suds and Squared Circle, Twitch and TikTok at Suds_media. But for everything, suds-media.com. Bring you to our YouTube channel. Hit that like button on the video. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. Hit the notification bell so anytime any content gets posted on this network. We are in the works of doing some other content, something completely different than anything we've done. It has a paranormal feel to it. So that's going to be coming up at some point. We also have all of our network shows. We're going to have WrestleMania after shows. We're going to have, again, WrestleMania weekend is going to be very, very packed, as I mentioned this past Saturday. Freestyling on Real American Freestyle. So, anyways, we are on time. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Vinnie, and this is Angela, and we will see you next Monday back in our normal time slot. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.